Tonight, I'm here to talk about my grandfather and the relationship that he and I had. He was such a cool guy. But first, let me introduce him and me through song, if that's okay. This is, and then we'll both be groovy. I've been working since a little man, hating that summer heat. Woke us up at 4 a.m. It was up and on our feet. Sharing sheep, bucking bales, or working in them crops. And 6 days a week, you know, it never seemed to stop. But lunchtime for us all was a brief break in the day. And we all shared our lunches around that fire that we made. There was beans, bacon, tacos, and someone's enchiladas. You could help yourself to it all, it didn't matter nada. He said, Granny made us tacos, just as honest as the sun. And you better eat your share now, go on now, have one. And find one for me too, he said, as his eyes were getting droopy. He said, you get one and I'll get one, and they will both be groovy. I'll make a man out of you, he said, and I didn't turn out bad. And he worked us all like dogs, you know, for the little that we had. We worked that summer heat until he called it the day. And when the crops were gone, we got to bug the hay. At 5 cents a bale, you learned the values in a dollar. And I could always hold my own if I ran into a brawler. He said, never run, you stand your ground, sometimes you gotta fight. And of all the things he taught me, well, he got that one right. And a beer he offered me, just as honest as the sun. He said, you work hard enough, come on now, have one. And find one for me too, he said, as his eyes were getting droopy. He said, you get one and I'll get one, and then we'll both be groovy. He was really, really a cool guy. Summer heat, well, it baked and burned. He taught me what he knew. There was so much to learn. We watched out for each other. Hell, we watched out for the snakes. You had to catch on quick. There was no room for mistakes. And he hosted many dances, just as honest as the sun. He said, there's lots of girls out there. Go on now, boy, pick one. And find one for me too, he said, as his eyes were getting droopy. He said, you get one and I'll get one, and we'll both be groovy. Both be groovy. And then we'll both be groovy. I mean, how cool was that, huh? That's what I thought about that. He was, now, you ain't Indian, but you ain't Mexican. But you definitely dirty. That's not a box I can check on any sort of application. I always have to write other and then just write in dirty. Right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure he meant that in a good way too. He had 1,000 funny stories that he would always share with me, and this was a story. This is a story. I call this one, because today it's easy for me to scare me, and I do that. But when I was like 6 years old, no. I never did that. That was the first time I ever did it. And this was the story that made me do that. When the officer said, come here boy, I want to tell you a tale. Well, he spoke of his successes and told me of his fails. Well, I often had to wonder about his sanity, but right, wrong, or indifferent, he was always good to me. And he said, come and listen, boy, I want to sing you a song. Well, he liked to sing his stories, and I liked to tag along. Well, he told me of a time before he met Grandma about another woman, a tale worthy of a song, where they spent the weekend locked up in his lonely cabin, doing things that lovers do when it's Friday evening, he finished Sunday night. He said he was walking home from work. No, he didn't go to school. Well, he took care of his dad, and he had chores to do. Well, he had to cross the tracks to get to his side of the town. But as he cut across, he saw something on the ground, and he said there she was, just laying there, tied up against the tracks, not wearing much of nothing. He was just stating simple facts. He walked right up to her and couldn't believe his eyes that a woman just like her would just pop into his life. He said, well, I picked her up and I carried her home. His dad had found some work, and for a time he'd be gone. The full moon lit the night sky ever so bright, and time had slipped away just like a thief in the night. But they spent the weekend locked up in his lonely cabin, doing things that lovers do when it's love that they're in. They love through the day and all through the night. They started Friday evening, he finished Sunday night. Well, I couldn't help but notice the way he reminisced, and as he told that story, his eyes, they filled with mist. It was as if he was traveling back in time. But why'd he say that part about being out of his mind? I said I liked that story better than the rest of all the stories told, Grandpa. I like this one the best. Was she pretty? Tell me now before I go to bed. He said, well, I don't know there, boy. We never found her head. But we spent the weekend locked up in my lonely cabin, doing things that lovers do when it's love that they're in. We love through the day and all through the night. We started Friday evening, I finished Sunday night. Now to this day, I don't know why he said the things he said. And a story just like that, well, you can't even tell your friends. Sometimes I have to think that my sanity's been cracked, cause I often find myself walking down there by those tracks in hopes that I might spend the weekend in my lonely cabin, doing things that lovers do when it's love that they're in. We'll love through the day and all through the night. We'll start Friday evening, I'll finish Sunday night. That one there, I couldn't keep that one in. I had to get that one out. This is like me processing through life. Years old, and he was ready to get on with his single life, but then he raised my brother and I in this sick, twisted, demented way that he had about him. But he was a good guy. Good to us anyway. I can't say he was good to anyone else. In fact, I know he wasn't. But, you know, I like to honor the guy. I like to honor the guy, and there's no better way to honor somebody than with a song, right? Let me see if I can get this one right. My apologies if I trip up on it. As crazy as that summer heat in all its humidity stood this man that I called Grandpa in all his humanity. Pride, it was his downfall, just like the good book says. And although he couldn't read it, well, he kept one by his bed. He tried to teach me what he knew from his travels across the lands. At a beer, he might have a few. Yes, he was a ladies' man. He said, I'll teach you all about responsibility. But the way he told his stories, somehow they twisted me. He told me the mule story, he said you gotta know. Well, he often spoke of spaceships, Sasquatch and his gold. He told a story I called Butcher. Yeah, that one tainted me. But this here was the best advice as far as I could see. He said, I've been around this world, and with all the things I've tasted, I've spent my money on women and beer, and all the rest I wasted. The times I've had from what he told me, yeah, it served me well. Well, I've wined and dined and had some fun, and I know the ladies well. I've been asked to stay and told to get the hell out now. And the second one I've heard more times than I want to say right now. But through it all, thick and thin, his words, they kept me going. And I stay at home if outside it ain't raining or snowing. Cause I've seen Deutsch and I've seen France, and I know Fort Hood, Texas. I've seen love, peace, and wars. I keep chalking up the X's. Beard's been my friend and the cause of so much trouble. Jealous husbands, they chase me off, and so I move out on the double. Well, I've worked real hard all my life, and though I ain't no plumber's son, well, I lay that pipe across the nation, cause it's so much fun. And I've traveled all around this world, and with all the things I've tasted, I've spent my money on women and beer, and all the rest I wasted. So try it once, try it all, cause next year it won't matter. And if she wants to play some catch, well, be a real good batter. Money, you'll blow through it, and there's none that you can take. So when your life flashes before you, boy, you can say that it's been great. Well, I asked him in his life, what's the secret, how'd you do it? Well, he looked at me and said, it's easy, boy, just don't be stupid. I've taught you what you needed, hell, I taught you what you know. But if you need to hear it again, come on, boy, let's go. It's just beans, bacon, beer, and lard, laughing, joking, loving hard. Over easy, smells like bacon, things you need, full of making. Mules, melons, kitty cats, innuendo, simple facts. Frog it to the dog, it means lots of fun. Jealous husband, gotta run. It's round and around and around you go. Step, kick, Cotton Eye Joe. Ladies, I am Mr. Dude. On your feet if you're in the mood. Now on the dance floor, get right to it. Let's shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. There ain't nothing to it. Then travel all around the world, and with all the things, just taste it. And then spend your money on women and beer, cause all the rest is wasted. So those are my 3 songs tonight. Thank you very much. More improv for Richard.
Oh, that works so well, and that works so well. So, sir, tell me, what I want to know from you first is, how'd you find out about this joint? How'd you find out? Sometimes people just trip over the Raindance thing once they get to this joint. So tell me how you found this joint.
I was looking for open mics, so I decided to go in all in and start performing.
You know what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that microphone of yours works, just so we can be professional about this. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, go ahead, check me again.
Mic check.
There we go. So back to that first question. How'd you find this joint?
Well, I've been working on this project for a while, and I thought it's time to start performing. Found you guys online and said I'm going to go there tonight. Here I am.
Very nice, very nice. And we're easy to keep up with. If you want to, you can go to the Rhythm and Rise site, you can go to Jimbo's site, you can go to my band site, which will really keep you up with this night at The Lady Drinks Whiskey on the Facebooks or whiskeygigs.com. There's my little push. You got a little push that you want to use?
Actually, I do. You can find my music on any music outlet. It's on iTunes, Google Play, whatever. You can find it for free.
What's your name, Richard? Let's get it out there.
I perform under Richard Mr. Dude Hernandez. And the name Mr. Dude comes from, it's a name the neighborhood kids gave me. So they honored me with that name, so I honored them back with, you know, performing under the name. So that's where that comes from.
Very nice. Do you spell Mr. correctly?
It's just M-R.
Okay, that'll work. Okay, so
I'm on Facebook as well, Richard Mr. Dude Hernandez, and you can listen to my music there for free as well.
Right on. Do you spell Mr. the same way on your Facebook page?
Yep.
Oh, right on. Okay, so we know that's enough. Yeah. So how long have you been at this?
This is my second night performing in over 10 years.
Oh, now what about the project? That's awesome. So your project, the set that you put together, that didn't come overnight. How long have you been working on that project?
You know, I hold my granddad so near and dear to my heart, and I guess it's something that's just come to me over the years. I did my first song years ago, 2015, I believe. It's called The Mule Story. You heard me refer to it earlier in one of the songs. And after I did that one, I just had to do another one. There's one out there called Drunk with Sasquatch. And then there's this set that I've done. I'm working on a couple more.
So, everyone writes a song about getting drunk with Sasquatch, though, right?
Yeah. Who doesn't write one, right?
So
she's got what she's going to perform tonight as well.
She opens with it all the time.
Yeah.
It's called Shots with Sasquatch.
That's right.
So, what do you plan on doing with it being the general, your music thing? What do you plan? Where are you going with it?
I'm hoping I'll be able to perform comedy and music together, get about an hour and a half long set, and just go and start performing, whatever venue I can find.
Very nice. And what a way to practice. Open mics around town, open mics here. I always say open mics right here. Big stage, big sound.
Yeah,
it's reps. It's like sports. So hey, one more time for Richard. Very nice. Richard, Mr. Dude Hernandez on the Facebook. And you can find this interview on Jimbo Jitsu's channel, youtube.com/JimboJitsu. This is a Raindance production in a fab world kind of thing. Thanks a lot, Richard.
Thank you. Thank you very much.